The Melbourne Victory up against the Melbourne City for the second time this season in the Melbourne Derby. Melbourne City were hosts of this derby at Amy Park, and let's get straight into the game. In the 11th minute, Andrew Naboo in the left-hand side pocket of the field. Brilliance. Pure brilliance from Andrew Naboo. Outside of the box, outside of the boot as well with the shot. Had a bit of assistance from the right post and it went straight in the back of the net. Now, he looked a bit surprised, so I'm not sure if he meant it or if he didn't. But, it is what it is, and it was a great goal. And it's going to be hard to top off that goal for me. I know there's a couple weeks left in the A-League season, but it was just a sublime strike from Naboo, and that's my goal of the season so far. In the 30th minute, Melbourne Victory had a bit of trouble with the Adama Traore. High boot, studs up, straight in the hip region of Andrew Naboo. Without a doubt, Chris Beast went over and sent Adama Traore off with a red card. Now, hopefully it's just that one match suspension, because when Chris Beast went to get the red card out of his back pocket, Traore knew it was coming. He got a bit aggressive in the ref's face and started to grab Chris Beast's arm and push down and just quite aggressive and frustrated. And I understand the frustration, but you can't be affording to do that. I know you're frustrated. You've left your side with 10 men on the field. You might have thought, gee, it was an accident. There's plenty of time left in the game. You want to play the rest of the derby out. But it is what it is, and you can't lay hands on the ref. And then you can't push and shove one of the City players, because that's what Traore did after. But it is what it is, and hopefully it's nothing more than that one match suspension. 34th minute came along. Jacob Butterfield, he's a fish out of water. Naboo pretty much ran rings around him. Butterfield cleared up his ankles and swept him up, actually. And straight away penalty. Jamie Maclaren, he doesn't miss much of these, and he put it straight in the back of the net, made it 2-0. That was the scores at half-time. Melbourne City in front. 64th minute came along. Marco Tilio off the bench for City. Beautiful cross. Put it on an absolute silver platter for Jamie Maclaren with a header. And Macajay got a double. 75th minute came along. Jake Brimmerslide tackled Marco Tilio in the box. Another penalty for City. And another goal for Jamie Maclaren. This time he's got his hat-trick. And he's the first man to get 6 hat-tricks in A-League history. So a massive congratulations to Jamie Maclaren. For that golden boot race, he's looking really good. He swept a few players off his tail, and he's sitting nicely up there in first spot. In the 84th minute, Stefan Kolokovsky, a wonderful header with the assist for Jamie Maclaren. Who else? Macajay, he got it straight in the back of the net without a doubt. He's got 4, and he's the 6th player to score 4 goals in an A-League match. Magnificent. Pure brilliance from Jamie Maclaren, and that's as simple as that. And, the 85th minute came along. Adrian Luna, he threaded the needle. The pass on this was sublime from Luna. Found Jamie Maclaren, who smashed it in the back of the net. He's the second man since Archie Thompson to score his 5th A-League goal in a match. His 5th goal in an A-League match, I should say. Getting a bit tongue-tied because there were so many records broken by Jamie Maclaren tonight and by Melbourne City and in the A-League, because it was a pure annihilation from the City. And to cap it off, and just before I go into the next play, Brenton Speed, I'm pretty sure, said this to Andy Harper after Jamie Maclaren scored his 5th goal. He said, they bring Grant Brebner on the screen, and he said, gee, does he survive? Does he survive, Andy? And Andy Harper said, well, it's not over yet. And it wasn't over yet. 87th minute came along. Adrian Luna, after that sublime assist from him to Jamie Maclaren in the 85th minute, why not get a goal? Spectacular strike, top left corner. Gee, it was a missile strike from Luna. And what a way to cap it off. Now, in that 85th minute when Maclaren made it 6-0, I was like, gee, I've seen this before, maybe a few weeks ago when we lost 6-0. Bit of deja vu. But, Adrian Luna, they break a record. City, biggest win in the club, I'm pretty sure. Biggest derby win after the 6-0 one earlier on in the season. And for Melbourne Victory, it's a humiliation, our biggest loss in club history. And it's really sad, and, I'm lost for word. It's pretty much down to this. Melbourne City were the better side. They were clearly more dominant. And I know Victory had 10 men, but that's no excuse. Our defence was wide open. There was plenty of space. And that's why Maclaren was just demolishing our whole team. And that's why City were just demolishing our whole team. It wasn't just one player who got the win for City. It was a whole team effort. And I want to talk about Patrick Kisnorbo, the Melbourne City coach, because it doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 goals. After every goal, it doesn't matter what the score is. He keeps pushing his team to keep on going, to get another one. And he looks at areas. He doesn't mind about the 3 points or getting the win or whatever. He looks at the areas where they still need to improve, so they're the most dominant side in the competition. What a brilliant coach. That is a magnificent coach in my eyes. Just brilliant. I heard him bucking out orders on the sidelines. I heard him at, when they interviewed him, the commentators, and he clearly said that, I don't mind about the 3 points. I look at areas where we can improve, and I don't mind what the score is, how much we're leading by. I push him more. He just keeps pushing him, and that's what City did, and that's why they got a brilliant win. So congratulations to Melbourne City for an absolute annihilation to the Victory. I look at the squad for Victory, and I just think, where's the youngsters? Because after their performance up against the Jets, I thought they went really well. And I know this game wasn't going to change our season. Win, loss, draw. So why not play them? Why not play the youngsters? Give them a shot. Give them a crack on the big stage in the Melbourne Derby. But it wasn't to be, and it wasn't Victory's night to be, of course. We're on the bottom of the ladder, and that's pretty much where I think we'll be for the rest of the season. It hasn't been our season, and that's as simple as that. Victory's next game is on the 23rd of April on Friday night at Marvel Stadium at 7:05 p.m, where they take on the Western Sydney Wanderers. Melbourne Victory, good luck, because you're going to need it. Alright guys, if you like that recap and you want to see more of my content, remember to hit that thumbs up, like, comment, and hit that red button down there that says subscribe. Much appreciated. For more content, follow me on my Facebook page and also my Instagram page.